Soma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Let's move up to the heavyweights. And I'm going to get straight into it. Something that's starting to irk me a little bit. I've been trying to leave it alone for a minute, right? We're talking about WBC champion Deontay Wilder, right? It's coming from Britain a little bit here, and it's starting to get on your nerves, right? That he has to fight Dillian Whyte. Again, he has to fight Dillian Whyte. And, there's reasons why he should have to fight Dillian Whyte, right? Now, let's go through some reasons. One of which, well, Eddie Hearn is offering him $8 million to fight Dillian Whyte. It's his highest purse ever. Why wouldn't you fight Dillian Whyte for that purse, right? The other one is Dillian Whyte been calling you out for a while. You won't never say nothing about Dillian Whyte. He's been calling you out for a while. Dillian Whyte says Deontay Wilder ain't going to fight nobody that could possibly hurt him, right? So all of these things are like Deontay Wilder should do this, he should do that, he should do this. That entitlement still hasn't worn off, has it? I don't know when you're going to jump off the train, but like I told you, it's about to hit the wall. Let's just talk Dillian Whyte. First of all, one thing. Dillian Whyte been calling Deontay Wilder for a while, right? Deontay Wilder just basically made it clear. Fight Luis Ortiz, beat him up, and then everybody will want me to fight you. And here's the deal. He promised him he would fight him. Just fight Luis Ortiz. For some reason, that can't happen. He was right there. He would have been the mandatory right after beating Ortiz. Decided to go elsewhere to Kubrat Pulev, but still didn't even want to go to Bulgaria because they lost the purse bid. He had to go to Bulgaria. Then they didn't want to do that. Luckily for the Joseph Parker thing. Explained that before. Well, it's an $8 million purse, right? Hey, that's the most you ever had. Okay, whatever. But his net worth is more than that. But let me tell you something about that $8 million. They are in, Deontay Wilder's team are in, we don't need Anthony Joshua nor Eddie Hearn mode. They have enough of them. And they should have enough of them. If you don't know why, whatever. And if you're talking about somebody that should do something and didn't sign for their highest purse, don't exclude Anthony Joshua not taking $50 million upwards. Would have been about $85 million. Do not exclude that anymore in any of your videos. One of my favorite uploaders, British Cat, right? It's very objective most of the time. And this one, he seems to have lost it. Going to say that Deontay Wilder hasn't fought nobody with a post in his first 32 to 34 fights, something like that. I would hope that this guy wouldn't say that to any of these guys without posting faces. You can go back a long ways. All these guys we keep calling bums and everything, right? And I've broke that down in videos that you go ahead and call these people bums. I'm going way back to fight number 18, 19, and 20. Kelvin Price is 6'7" and chiseled. Sergey Lyakovich, right? A champion. He won the championship. I think he beat Briggs or somebody like that. No one else had him convulsing on the ground before. Somebody maybe beat him. But he was, had seizures on the ground after getting hit by Deontay Wilder. Ridiculous, right? So all these things about Deontay Wilder, like he's got to do this and he's got to do that from England. No, you're going to have to fight him. Anthony Joshua, that's who he wants from Eddie Hearn. Or else he's not dealing with Eddie Hearn. Let that be clear. And then $8 million for Dillian Whyte, he's not dealing because Dillian Whyte is dealing with Eddie Hearn, right? He's not having that right now. And he shouldn't, guys. So he's going to see what's happening with Tyson Fury or someone else. And if it's only, from your perspective, your boy Dominique Brazil or whatever, then it is what it is. The end of the day, the main thing that's happened, the biggest story of the year so far is a fighter did not take $50 million or more to fight Deontay Wilder in Las Vegas. It doesn't get bigger than that, right? And I've noticed in a lot of articles, they won't mention. They would just say, well, everything negotiations broke down, the sides didn't agree. Listen, no, $50 million for a fight, and not only $50 million for a fight, the highest purse he's ever had, which I see people seem to exclude. At least double or a little bit, almost triple what he's ever had. And if you add what it would possibly make to about 85 to maybe even 100 million, then yeah, about 5 times more than even Joshua ever had. So he didn't take that purse either to fight a dude that's 214 pounds or 220 pounds in Las Vegas, a place that he said he want to go to. And we're still telling Deontay Wilder who he should fight and what he's supposed to do, right? No, get off of your high horse, right? You're not that entitled. No one's going for it. And these videos that I'm seeing, I'm disappointed in my boy, because he's pretty objective most of the time. But I'm seeing right now it's like Deontay Wilder's ducking Dillian Whyte, right? When all Dillian Whyte has to do is beat Ortiz, the old guy, to get to White, to get to Deontay Wilder. Why is that such an issue, right? You bad. Now, and if we just talk to Dillian Whyte for a second, right? Dillian Whyte barely beat Joseph Parker at home. Why is anybody saying, well, you know what? We're going to New Zealand to beat Joseph Parker up better than that, somewhere that's not our home turf? Why don't you challenge your guys? That's what you need to start doing. Instead of just making it easy for them, and we fans of everybody, challenge them. Make sure that they're great. Don't call them great before they are, right? Well, anybody thinking about Joseph Parker here, right? People hitting them low, hanging on them all the time, hanging on his shoulders, pushing down on him, almost pushing him out of the ring, anything like that, right? Gets 2 points deducted for a headbutt that they call it a not deducted, but gets they call it a knockdown. What it was a headbutt, right? Got points. Anybody got enough empathy to feel for anybody else? So somebody, Dillian Whyte, go out and he go to New Zealand. Why isn't anybody in Britain asking that? Go to New Zealand and beat up Joseph Parker. That would be something. You want him, Dillian Whyte, to fight Wilder because you don't want Wilder to fight Joshua. And listen, when it comes to that, too, I've never heard, once WBA came in and said, hey, you know what, Povetkin, y'all got 24 hours to sign a Povetkin deal. You know what? When you're talking about an undisputed heavyweight championship fight, where was the outrage from England? Where was the outrage from Joshua Finn? No, man, we ain't going to do that Povetkin stuff. Somebody call the WBA. We don't want no Povetkin. We want Wilder because we want to kick his butt. He talks too much. Where is that normal behavior? That would be normal behavior from anybody on the planet, unless, of course, you don't want the fight. So stop trying to push everybody on Deontay Wilder, Joshua, and nobody else when it comes to Eddie Hearn's camp. Now, Frank Warren's camp got another Trump in the car, and let's see what happens on that front. If not, you're wrong here, right? And he's not some kind of hillbilly and uneducated dude. You don't go there, right? Because that's not cool, right? That's just not cool. Right, so we'll get that. I hope that doesn't happen again, and we have to discuss that one. There's a champion. They're both champions. One is longer reigning, but it doesn't matter. Both champions, and one is not worth exponentially more than the other one. Because if so, why? Right? Let's get it right. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, and I'm about to here. And no Dillian Whyte for Deontay Wilder until he gets Joshua. Period.